Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Edikan my free Supreme Court and the ruling or the by FR say obi a first deputy speaker and a second deputy speaker or who kwan say obra or tia kunyomu no or to aba na say on to aba no. The court gave a ruling on that today. Now as national youth organizer of your party and now we obi so a udi akotene ewo o party mu ene mabunu ensem mu ruling no wankasa uso mu sen.
The kind of been here with you for which or which you can see so. And so I feel that the kind of make us our platform is so. My main partner is also my main mom with you in Africa. But and we accept the decision of the Supreme Court, but respectfully we disagree with the decision. So from a lawyer's perspective, my ethics attorney said. Once the Supreme Court decides, at the point in time, the litigation about to an end. It's, the final arbiter in all matters, and especially issues of the Constitution in the Supreme Court. But that doesn't mean that decision in the Supreme Court, so from where I sit, and from any analysis on I disagree totally with the decision of the Supreme Court. And my nation do that. The doctrine of separation of powers. The GDPR says the framers of the Constitution in the or more espouses that doctrine of separation of powers, so that the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary will be a better and the concept of parliament supremacy, so that issues that happens on the floor of parliament, nobody can interfere. So parliament itself is a master of itself, or Noakasa and the Senembra, because laws are made by parliament. The judiciary do not make laws. And I am also one of the lawyers who believes laws should not be made by the courts. The courts should strictly interpret what laws are. So when it comes to the 40 laws of the doctrine, I don't believe the purposive approach to interpretation. I am a strict literalist to the letter of the law. That is what I believe in. And I want this to form the basis of the analysis. It's said, Supreme Court, if the court every day will go behind the reasoning of why the draftsman drafts a law in a certain way, and then he will put his own interpretation, and in doing so, rewrite the law. For me, a problematic, and that is exactly what our Supreme Court is doing. It's and then the standing orders of Parliament is being tracked before the Supreme Court of this country for the Supreme Court to decide what the standing orders of Parliament should be. Respectfully, the Supreme Court got it wrong in that respect, because then it defeats that doctrine of separation of powers. Because if today Parliament decides to do anything, and anybody decides on the Parliament in court, not Parliament and not court interfere, then we have no Parliament. So what we are saying is that the supremacy of our Constitution, judges now may know you have to have more. Now power resides in the people, and it's just the other side. Because we know that the only people with legitimate authority to decide for you and I, it's not the court. It is the Parliament of this country. Because the one I'm doing in Aya, and our political question doctrine and what your laws. It is because some questions are political, you cannot attend to answer. The court stay off it. Immediately the court decides to intervene. Now it gets into especially subjecting the standing orders of Parliament. Then the Parliament, to me, now Constitution, guarantee they are master of their own laws and procedures. Not said to me, no, I heifer. So for me, respectfully, I chose the 7 judges dead. But the statement made by St. George, from where I sit, I can understand him and his pain and his frustration. And so we can choose to put any interpretations to it. But if you are a movie, at the initial onset of it, would have said, well, what I feel Parliament, what I feel the Supreme Court here is that indirectly the Supreme Court is going to pass the e-levy for the people of Ghana. The Supreme Court has no mandate because they don't have the mandate of Mineo. They are appointed to sit there. Those who sit in Parliament, so they are representatives directly. So they speak for the people of this country. And so, the Supreme Court, and you see, judgment, now people who are even non-political start commenting on it, problematic. Today, on social media, everybody is lambasting the judges of the Supreme Court. What it clearly tells you is the decision they've come out with is an unpopular one. And it doesn't sit well with reason. If you know, I am asking myself, what was the basis? Unfortunately, behind kind of reasoning because decisions by, even though they've given the ruling, they know who the reasons behind it. You know, for we students of the law, we will take time to read the decisions. But from everybody, I've seen senior lawyers today on their platforms, their platforms, and the discussions that have gone on. It doesn't augur well for the reputation of the Supreme Court. Because if people have doubts about the courts, then you know what we are doing? We'll be building an artificial society, a society where laws don't work. Because when people lose confidence in the judiciary, then where do we go? And so when decisions come, and one decision about very controversial, the issue of birth certificates. But today the Supreme Court has rendered me know birth certificates useless. In Nehemiah law school, the midnight candles are bending here. The doctrines, philosophies, and principles that were taught they practiced in the last 3-4 years. A lot of the decisions that have come from the Supreme Court make nonsense of that principles in the manner you sharing. So you ask yourself, what has changed with the law? All over
Pablo. Hello, Pablo. Me pesa me bisa o enema kakaka me pesa me te ha say na say then me to bisa me question ye. Is it your argument say parliament no or a master order ne ho and this parliament ye bibia Supreme Court to create ni ho kwan so can bibia? Is that the argument?
You see, when they say that you want the political question doctrine in law, which says for instance, some decisions the executive take, no court can intervene in that. So some decisions that come from Parliament, procedures and orders of Parliament, the Supreme Court cannot come and interfere. Immediately the Supreme Court comes to interfere, now the doctrine of separation of powers has been defeated.
Okay, no
when Parliament make laws, but the laws are going to go out like statutes. Acts in the about time. Article 2, one of the conditions say any law that is inconsistent with the law should be brought to court, and then the court will listen to it. If the court feels strongly about it, the court can strike it out. That is a law that is coming out for you, but the rules and procedures of Parliament are rules that govern the House of Parliament. It is a memo. If the Chief Justice will issue administrative notes to judges, and somebody is not up here, who is going to correct it? Can Parliament come and interfere in the affairs of the judiciary? No. When the executive does something within the executive, and people are not up here, within the executive, can Parliament or the judiciary get involved in it? And the President can say, where you are promoting the Minister of State, can the Supreme Court come and say, only State Minister? No. And that is the political doctrine question. So there are some decisions that within, for instance, the orders and procedures of Parliament. The Supreme Court cannot rewrite the orders and procedures of Parliament for Parliament.
Okay, so Pablo,
the principle of separation of power.
Pablo.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.